I have so many failed learning projects, and I can tell you, I've tried so many of them, and I've completed none of them. And so I had to come up with a solution. I mean, I've tried so many of the solutions. I tried to put so many learning projects on a timeline. Like if I finish this one, I'm gonna tackle this one, and all other methods out there, but all of them failed me. And finally, I thought to myself, why not trying to take one learning project and split it into parts? So instead of me giving you the entire learning project's materials, I'm just gonna talk about the first part, and when I finish the first part, I'm gonna share the second part, tackle it, then move on to the third part, and so on. So I think that's a better approach. What do you think? Anyways, so what this learning project is about. It's about learning InDesign. InDesign is a very interesting tool, specifically for people who want to design magazines, journals, planners, or anything that you can fill up, like forms, PDF forms, and stuff like that. So I had to research the materials and all that kind of stuff, and I have designed an entire map in which it should help me to achieve my goals. Of course, I want to create products that are useful to me and you guys. So more on that will be talked about later on. For now, I just want to answer the question that you're probably going to ask me. Why did you pick InDesign? Because the learning project is about InDesign. I thought there are some couple of reasons why I would pick this software. First of all, I think it is the leading industry software in which you can use in order to design things for print or the web. The second thing is this piece of software has been around for more than 26 years. And this long time is really important because the older the software is, the more experts we create, because someone is already mastered the software and now they are sharing all the tips and tricks and the methods of using the software with us. So you would not be lost. Pretty much any problem you're going to run into, you can find a solution for. And that's a very amazing thing, I must say. Something you need to know about me is that I have dabbled with so many photo editing tools like Photoshop, Photo Filter, a very tiny tool that you probably should use because don't underestimate its powers. And I have a source from California, the Institute of the Arts. I think I have some experiences, but I don't consider myself as a designer, like I stated. And so this learning project is about designing practical stuff. It's just about creation and exploring my creative side of things. And here I would like to quote a very great line from Steven Pressfield. Creative work is not a selfish act or a bid for attention on the part of the actor. It is a gift to the world and every being in it. Don't cheat us of your contribution. Give us what you have got. Before talking about the plan and the picked resources for these learning projects, I want to mention that there are some cons about InDesign you should be aware of, because there is no perfect tool, and so is when it comes to InDesign. The first one is the price. So this software is subscription-based software, meaning that you can't buy it once and use it for the rest of your life. You're going to pay every single month or on a yearly basis in order to keep using the software. I find that not attractive because the pricing is not really fair for people from the third world, specifically because they have to pay a lot to use the software. As you can see, it starts with $20 a month. You can lower the pricing if you use the the monthly subscription or the yearly one, but still it's not that often enticing entry point when it comes to picking the software. And there's something else I would like to mention. Of course, you can lower the pricing using some coupons out there, or if you're a student, you might have some access to the software with a lower price, which is good, or even use some other methods to get the software there. I'm not going to share with you any of them, but here the entire point of this learning project is just to get you to learn InDesign, or probably watch my journey learning it. And with that being said, let's jump into the plan. The starting date of this journey is going to be June 25, 2026. And I'm expected to finish this learning project. When I say this learning project, I mean part 1 and part 2 and part 3, going to be September 24, 2026. As for part 1, I'm expected to finish it after 16 days, that is July 10, 2026. Let's talk about the 4 courses and the products that I'm going to build in the first part. The first course is Non-Scary Adobe InDesign for Beginners by Tim Wilson. Tim Wilson is an Adobe certified expert, so not only he mastered InDesign, but he also has an extensive experience with Photoshop, Illustrator, and even Affinity software. He is a top teacher on Skillshare and has years and years of experience. His approach is simple, his videos are really short, so you can learn a trick or two. And my favorite part about him, he ends his videos by asking you to experiment with what you have learned. It should take me 20 hours to complete this one, but since I have done it before, I'm only going to give it 3 hours to review my notes for this learning material. Moving on to the second course, Design a PDF with a text box placeholders in Adobe InDesign by Nada Cruz. It should take me 2 hours to complete this one. This course is really helpful to create PDF files in which you can fill in the text boxes, placeholders and it's short and sweet. Such a skill is important to create digital journals, planners, habit trackers, and so on. Moving on to the third course, which is How to Design a Business Card in Adobe InDesign by Martin Spencer. The title of this course is self-explanatory. You're only going to create business cards, and it only takes 2 hours to complete this course. And the last course in this part is How to Create a Calendar by Jeffrey Depp. The course teaches how to design a calendar. I only need to put in 3 hours of work to complete this learning material. And the first product is going to be the 365-day planner. And it should take me 10 hours to complete this product. I hope so. It could take more, but I'm expecting 10 hours would be enough. Okay? By July 10, 2026, I'm expected to complete the first part and start part 2. Thanks for watching. See you next time.